Welcome once again to Sinbin Stream. Hope you're ready for some Saturday hockey action, NHL action. We have a triple header. We start out with the Tampa Bay Lightning at the New York Islanders in New York. Looks like Pat LaFontaine getting some sort of retirement. Maybe they're retiring his number. Would have thought they would have already done this, but all right. Assume so. I don't think this game is starting anytime soon, but hopefully in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I guess. Yeah. All right, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. Let's check the other scores, shall we? While we wait. Hey, Gracie. Hope you're doing better. Hope you're having a great weekend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. All right. Oh, we have one final to pass along. In Newark, New Jersey, the Devils beat the Ducks 4-1. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. Left to right. So we had a goal by Terry to get the 1-0 Ducks lead, and then it was all Devils. Noason, let's see. Terry's 10th. Noason 2nd. Cotter's 5th. Glass 6th. Brown 7th. An empty netter. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon. Again, thanks for being here, though. I appreciate it. All right, well, we got two other games in progress. Let's see, Wild are up 2-0 on the Senators in St. Paul, Minnesota. 2:34 to go in the second. I don't know what they're doing. They're honoring Pat LaFontaine, but I can't decide if they're actually retiring his number or what's going on. All right, Hartman's 5th on the power play, and earlier Pitlick's 1st. Wonder if let's take a quick look. I doubt Hughes is in the lineup today, but we might as well check it out. Oh yeah, I think that's Pat. Well, let's see. Yeah. No. Oh, he's going to wear 43, Quinn Hughes. Thought he was 42. Do they have a 42? Oh, no. Okay, maybe he was 43. He is a scratch. I didn't figure he'd play as the trade happened yesterday. Yeah, just confirmed it. Yeah. Good call. Thank you. It took me a little bit to figure it out. All right, Sharks and Penguins all squared at 1. Crosby scored his 19th. And Tyler Toffoli is 8th for the Sharks. And they're finishing up a 4-on-4. Senators on the power play. Pat LaFontaine at the mic. So it's going to be a little bit. All right. Whoops. Why did I mute that again? Oh, nice. Wait, do you have ESPN Plus as well, Gracie? Or maybe cable somehow? I have the Islanders feed for this game. Wait a minute. Why are they honoring Pat LaFontaine? I'm thinking of. He must have played on multiple teams. I am not. I thought he was a Sabre. Or has he been in their organization? Maybe that's why. Oh, that game's on Hulu? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Why didn't. Let me. Gotcha. Come on. Huh. I didn't see that listed. Does Hulu have another game today? Yeah, thanks for answering. Yeah, I don't see. I don't know. Usually, it's pretty obvious on NHL.com which games are on Hulu, and I. All right, LaFontaine was probably on multiple teams. Oh yeah, longtime Islander, probably wow, as a teenager, and was on. Maybe he was on one of those teams that won the cup. Wait, I can't remember when the Island. No, he might have just been drafted after. Didn't they win 80 to 83 or something? Then he was a Sabre. I was just say I remember him as a Buffalo Sabre. Oh, he played 1 year on the Rangers before he hung him up. He had 23 goals too, and 39 assists in 67 games. Patrick Waugh there, of course, because he's the Islanders coach. They're honoring Pat LaFontaine, so it might be a bit till they start. Thank you. Yeah, this might be a while. All right, we'll keep it on the scores. I'm going to actually look into what game I'm going to do on Wednesday. None of the college basketball, men or women, was worth it on Tuesday, and I'm already doing a hockey doubleheader at night. So, all right, audio's good. Why is this wire showing? It's 10 minutes. I guess it just depends on how long Pat talks. All right. Yeah, I was looking at Wednesday. Oh, man. What's going on with my internet? I see my drop frames. Okay. I think they are. Retiring his number because they're showing all the numbers in the rafters, and I don't think Pat 16 was up there. So maybe they are actually. I wish I would have seen ahead of time that they were doing this. I wouldn't have started the stream so early. All right, I'm going to drop my bit rate from 3050 to 3000. See if that takes care. If the video froze, it's because the software. Like I'm not even. I've got ESPN Plus up, and I don't know. My internet is just slow here. All right, in the poll, 5 votes. So we got 3 for the Islanders, 2 for the Lightning. Oh, that's cool. Gotcha. Buck Skull Gang in house. Hello. Welcome. Apologies on the delay. Didn't realize Pat LaFontaine was being honored by the Islanders. We could have easily started the stream about now if I had known. Yeah, maybe I should take away the orange for the Islanders. Nah, we'll leave it. But welcome. Thanks for chatting as well. Thanks for watching along. Yeah. All right, we'll just keep an eye on these games. Looks like the Senators just got one back. Stutzel on the power play. from his 15th at 1937 into the second. Oh boy. All right, yeah, I'm going to look at Wednesday's slate. I need to find a game to do besides Kings Panthers. Oh, at 6, yeah. That game's at 6. I don't get the doubleheader because I don't have TNT. Devils Golden Knights at 9 Central. All right, there are some men's games to pick through. That game's too late. I can't do one at 4. That would for sure run over. So I got to look into... Looks like there's 2 men's games to pick from. Probably not going to do either. Let's look at the women's games that day. Men's games, there's nothing I can do late after the Kings Florida. Sabres are on ESPN. Yeah, so I won't get that, but you will. Thursday. So I'll get blacked out for the Hawks that day. Wait, Thursday? I think I'm looking... No, I'm looking at Tuesday. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I won't get Blackhawks that night. Oh my gosh, Pat is still talking. I don't even know when he started to talk. 2:40. So he's been going on for 7 minutes minimum. Oh yeah, probably Kings Lightning that night. Oh, okay, it's on Hulu. Yeah, I'll get that game. But I'm probably doing a doubleheader. Probably Kings Lightning. Ugh, Stars Sharks. That's the only 9. That's probably the way we're going to go unless I decide to do the football game that night. So there is one good football, the Thursday night game's pretty good that night. All right, second intermission, Wild up 2-1 on the Senators. Wild still have 4:34 on a major penalty. Sharks Penguins square at 1 and after 1. Let's see what this... Why does it say power play 4:34? That can't be right. I mean, this can't be right. Did they not put the penalty up there? Oh, for the love of... How much longer is LaFontaine going to talk? Jeez Louise. Just says a 2-minute for slashing. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm not sure why that power play is that long. Yeah, now it says 150. I was like, where did they get that number? I think they did add some. They just haven't added the penalties in for that game. If they still have 150 on the power play, they're still adding them in then. They just haven't done it yet. Man, NHL.com has been super slow lately. All right, Pat has shown no cue that he's getting off the ice anytime soon. Yeah, Pat LaFontaine is still at the podium speaking. He's being honored by the Islanders. That's why the game hasn't started yet. It would have normally started 10 minutes ago, but we're still waiting. Now he's bringing his kid up. Oh, boy. Oh, it is a capital F. That's what I thought. Yeah, they're doing. I'm assuming they're retiring his number 16. So all they have right now is a picture of him next to the podium. But yeah, we're still waiting. Okay, come on. Can we wrap this up? Why didn't you guys just say this was the 3 o'clock game, for God's sakes? Do these retirement ceremonies the half hour before. This is ridiculous. I get it, I guess. All right, Pat, finally stop talking. Oh my gosh, we still got more speakers though. Yeah, they're still talking. It looks like they're revealing his number on the facade above the 224 section right now. Yeah, they're peeling it away. Wow, that looks terrible. Looks like some of the blue came off near his tee. They did not think this reveal through. Unless it's just the light reflecting off of it. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Somebody didn't think this through. I think some of the paint came off. It was supposed to be Pat LaFontaine in white. And then the blue around the lettering came off a little bit. All right. He's holding, I assume, a grandkid. Can't imagine he's got a kid that young. Well, I was not aware this was going to be more like a 3 o'clock start. Would not have started the live stream so early. All right. Now he's bumping fists with the current players on the bench. Shaking hands with the young kid, the young defenseman. Forgot his name already. Is it Schaefer? All right. Looks like the conga line of all the guys in suits and ties is heading off the ice. Thanks, Sinvin Admin. Finally, as they bump hands or shake hands with the current players. So they revealed his name on the facade. I would assume they're going to raise a banner with his number on it, but they need to clean up the facade. That looks so bad. Unless it's supposed to be like ice scrapes. It looks wrinkled too. Oh crap. Now they're going to interview him too. The rink side reporter is interviewing him. Oh man, Islanders, come on. All right, so probably going to do women's basketball. I got to find a game. App State, Marshall, that might be all right. LaSalle, Delaware, Troy, Old Dominion. Oh, Clemson, Charleston, Southern, Winthrop, Charlotte. Yeah, there's a lot of day games Wednesday. We'll have to find something. Still interviewing LaFontaine, so we have not started. All right. I'm hoping we're getting to the lineups and the anthem now. Good Lord. I don't know what. Now they went for a commercial break. So hopefully we're starting by 3. I had no clue. Usually ceremonies like this don't take 25 minutes plus, too. Well, Just the U.S. anthem, so no Canadian anthem. All right, what else? Let's see. I can't do a game at 4. Yeah, we'll look into this. Could do a late. I think there's a late game that night. Yeah, but they're both bad. If I remember looking into that. We'll have to do a Thursday morning or Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon game. I'll look into this later. All right, I'm really hoping they did the anthem. I think it's in progress. Let me listen. Wait, they're in Belmont Park, New York? That's not what NHL.com had. Well, I wouldn't say we're starting anytime soon until they get the... Yeah, it looks like they haven't even done the anthem. Jeez Louise. Until they get the roster report up, then you know it's close. Yeah. NHL.com has it in Elmont. I don't know the New York area. All right, anthem underway finally. Good Lord. Now we get the roster report. So hopefully we drop the puck in the next 2 minutes maybe. Good gravy. Islanders won game 1 December 2nd, 2-1 in New York. And they won game 2 in Tampa 2-0 December 2nd, or 6th, pardon me. And this is game 3. They played all 3 of their games in 11 days. Interesting. So well familiar with each other. I'm sure we'll have some bad blood. They're probably sick of seeing each other. Yeah, apologies. Had no clue they were doing this. I would have started the live stream much later, but it would have been hard to guess when. We have Johansson in net for the Lightning and Sorokin in net for the Islanders. Horvat and Bakvist are scratches along with Siplikov for the Islanders. Douglas and Goncalves are scratches for the Lightning. All right, both these games just at intermission, 2-1 Wild. I thought they already were at the second intermission. Sharks and Penguins still haven't started in the second period. Hey, Star Strider. Let's go Islanders. Oh, big game. Yeah, Buffalo and New England. All right, Ilya Sorokin, 11-8-2, 253 goals against, 910 save percent, and 3 shutouts. Islanders in blue look like they're going left to right. Lightning in white. Jonas Johansson, 13 games, 7-5-0 record, 265 goals against, save percentage 905. So pretty good goalie stats. I'll catch up on the chat. Yep, game is about to start. I really wish they would have factored that into listing the start time. Matthew Schaefer, 32 games, 8 goals, 14 assists for the rookie phenom. All right, we're finally underway. About 20 minutes late because of the ceremony. Puck is in the far corner. Up the near boards by the Islanders at the red line. Into the near circle. Still digging it out of the near circle. Into the far corner. Puck behind the Tampa net. Now up the far boards and out. Lightning over the red line. Dump it in. Puck in the near boards all the way around. Far circle. Sent behind the New York net. Back around, kept in at the blue line. Long shot deflected and out of the... And then scooped up by Gunsel. Shot from the slot by Gunsel. I think that was saved into the near boards. Yeah, 1-0 shot. Tampa. Pretty good opportunity there. And a whistle at 18:48. And a penalty. Lightning getting sent to the box. Braden Point. That's right. He missed the last game. Interference on Heineman. Point didn't play the last time I did a Lightning game. Yeah, I guess an interference. Let's make sure we are live too after all the pregame ceremony. All right. Did we get the draw? What was the whistle for there? No, they reset it. That's what I thought. Face off behind the net. Back to the blue line. Again, Islanders on the power play. All right, we may go to the Lightning feed because they're not identifying the players on the power play. Yeah, this is all right. Out of the blue, Tampa got their second shot on goal. They just added it. Islanders over the red line. I think that was Barzal. Yeah, Barzal carried it over to the far corner. Schaefer, and it's out. And a whistle at 18:15. 1:27. It's on the Islanders power play. I realize I put the penalized player team here so you know who it is. The strength is 4 for Tampa, and the Islanders over here have 5. So I know it's more like an international thing. Oh, we got a penalty on Shabanoff hooking Hagel, so we're at 4-on-4. And Lightning just got kicked out of the draw. Kucherov steps in against Ritchie. The draw is in the Islanders' near circle. So we'll have 4-on-4, and after that we'll have a brief Lightning power play of 33 seconds. Into the near circle for the Islanders. Isles. Puck goes behind the net. Back to the blue line, kept in by Pulak. And he passes. It goes through everybody to the far circle, or far corner, or far boards. We got another whistle, another penalty on the Lightning at 17:49. Dastu. I think I was saying that wrong. Good thing I heard that. 51 hooking. So we got a 4-on-3. Dastu. All right, 4-on-3 power play for the Islanders. Interesting start here. 1 minute remaining on their 4-on-3. Puck gets loose and out. This is like an overtime power play. I don't know why NHL.com has 5 players on the ice for the Islanders. That's not right. To the far boards, back to the blue line. Far circle. And out. Taken by Schaefer. Really impressed with the few Islander games I've seen, how good Schaefer is. He gets a great pass to the slot, and that shot is either blocked or mishit by Barzal to the corner. Drop pass to Schaefer, over to Barzal. They're just trading the puck. Now they switch sides. Schaefer, far circle, down low. Shot, and a goal. Schaefer gets the first goal of the game, the rookie. First shot on net by the Isles as well. And that should, what will the strength be? Yeah, back to 4-on-4. So that ends this penalty with 7 seconds. Good passing between Barzal and Schaefer, and just ripped. Actually, the last pass was down low. Looks like they beat Johansson 5-hole maybe. Excuse me. Schaefer's 9th on the power play from Duclair. Duclair made the last pass, and then also Barzal. All right, so back to 4-on-4. Don't know why. Yeah, we need to. I'm going to switch to the Lightning broadcast. I do not like MSG NSN. Why is it such a long name? MSGSN. Near circle. Again, 4-on-4 currently. 18 seconds in the 4-on-4. Lightning take it into the near circle. And, oh, we got Russian. I got to look at the chat. All right, Islanders back on the power play. 5-on-4, real brief, though. Tampa takes it out to the red line. Yeah, sorry, I'll have to catch up on the chat at the timeout. All right, Islanders carry it over the red line into the far circle. Tough angle shot was behind the net. All right, we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Islanders by their own Lightning by their own bench. Dump it in. Picked up and sent behind the net by D'Angelo. Up the far boards, cross ice pass. Gets loose into the near boards. Picked up by the Bolts. Shot from the slot was wide. Good pass by Cirelli, but not a good shot from the slot. Sent around. Excuse me. Picked up by Carlisle into the far boards. Shot blocked out by the Islanders. Oh, yeah, I know Russians love the hockey. I guess you got the KHL. It's a pretty good league, too, besides NHL. Gotcha. Sent up by the Lightning. Looks like the Islanders trying to finish a line change. Lightning as well. Turnover, and then a shot missed. Just went through the crease and missed the net. How do you say that? Diostu cleared it out. He trips in the near corner as the Islanders got it back in. Blue line pass back to the near boards. Pass into the near corner. Lightning. I'm going to say Bolts and Isles because I'm screwing this up. Or Tampa and New York. All right, Diostis takes it behind his own net. I already forgot how they said it. Diosti. Pass to the near boards, taken by Gord. Into the far circle, Gord sends it behind the New York net. Bolts pass it to the blue line. That shot is blocked off the stick of Carlisle and sent up by the penalty box area and dumped in by the Isles. Bolts take it from behind their own net and send it out. Under 13:20 to go, first period. Next whistle that's not icing will be the under 14 media timeout. Carlisle drop pass. Pass ahead by Crozier, the other defender. New York into the far corner for Mitchell. Now they send it behind their own net. Bolt center it. Tapped aside by Sorokin. And into the far corner for Tampa. Pass through the slot. They whiffed on the shot. Shot from the near circle. Blocked into the netting. Again, the Tampa Bay Lightning going right to left in white. Islanders in blue going I'm sorry. Lightning in white going right to left. Islanders in blue going left to right. And we get to the under 14 media timeout at 12:41, and I will catch up on the chat. We just got another shot on goal by Tampa. No, that's okay. I think he'd spoken English as well. Yep, sorry, Yvonne. The game started at 2:59 Central after that delay for Pat LaFontaine. I'd have to look. I don't know. Yes, Star Strider. They've won at least this year, 2-1 Islanders at home and 2-0 in Tampa. So Tampa struggled to score, and they played December 2nd and December 6th. If that answers your question, at least this year. Yo, Adrian, what are you doing next 50 years? That's what you said. Oh yeah. I was wondering if you didn't mind bearing me too much. Yeah, all right. We watched Rocky not too long ago. Oh, love you too, Simbin Admin. Oh, well, if I was at the game for sure, Dan C. No doubt about it. I couldn't even tell when they were doing the anthem either. They went for a commercial break and then came back. They had a fight at the end of the second. Yes, I could see they were. Josh Allen is going to be. Oh, a dad. Yeah, I thought I saw it on X. It looked like I assumed that's what they were announcing and not an engagement. So I did see that. Wait, which rookie? Yes, LaFontaine played for the Islanders first, then the Sabres, and he had 1 year with the Rangers before he hung up his skates. I looked it up. I couldn't remember. I think he's been with the Isles organization too. All right, puck frozen by Sorokin at 12:26. Fourth shot on goal for Tampa. Apologies for getting behind on the chat. I will get him up. Yeah. Started with the Islanders, then the Sabres. 1 year with the 1 year with the Rangers before he retired for good. Late 90s. All right, pass to the near boards. Bolts dump it around. Islanders or Isles send it up the near boards. Lightning pass to the near boards, deflects on net, so no icing. I forgot to switch. I wanted to try the Lightning broadcast. I'll do it next time. I guess that one off the boards counted as a shot. Into the near corner. Shot from the near circle. Save. And a good one by Sorokin. And we got pushing and shoving. Yeah, I'm sure these teams are sick of seeing each other. Third game in the last, what? Did I say 11 days? Let's see what started it. I don't know what started that pushing and shoving. Heineman was going after Sorelli. I assume something was said because it wasn't like it was a hit, like they went after the goalie or somebody. Face off. Lightning had it in the slot. A backhander gets deflected into the netting at 11:43. That's a full penalty box after 2 minutes already. Yeah, we'll have to check on. I'm for Tampa's victory. I'm for the Islanders now. Tampa will make the playoffs. Stars. Russians love hockey, and you watch the NHL. Okay, I briefly saw that. All right, New York got the pass and dumped it in. Wait, somebody's wearing 16, so maybe they didn't retire 16. Let me check that. Yeah, Mark Gatcomb, Gatcomb, wears 16 for the Isles. So I think they just put his name on the facade. Maybe they didn't retire his number. All right, sent behind the New York net. Puck comes free in the crease and is frozen, and we got more pushing and shoving. Gord right in front of the crease. He's getting pushed. 11:07 to go. Oh, wow. I didn't know you were in China before, Star Strider. Yes, we were talking about Rocky. Oh, there's a Chinese team in the KHL? I didn't know that. Worked in China. All right, underway. Again, Isles win the draw on their own end. They send it up the near boards, but it's taken over by Tampa in their own end. Cross-ice pass gets away over the red line. Taken over by the Islanders. All right. In front of their own net. 10:42 to go. First or opening period. Finally over the red into the ozone. Barzal at the blue line. Pass. Long shot. Saved and held on from just inside the blue line. Good save by Johansson. Pelech with the shot from the blue line. We got a FanDuel ad. 10:29 to go. This should be the second shot on goal for the Islanders. There we go. Barzal heads to the bench for a line change. Yeah, no problem. You're totally fine. Thanks for being here. Glad you found the channel. I appreciate it. They just kicked an Islander out of the draw. Who stepped in to replace him? Well, draw was won by Tampa. All right, puck is pinned along the near boards in the Tampa defensive zone. Still not dug out. We got the corner cam on. Finally flipped up. Now just into the neutral zone, finally. Puck is pinned along the penalty box. Lightning get it loose and dump it in behind the New York net. Sent up the far boards, but not out. Now skated out by the Isles. Up to the far circle. Centering pass. Blocked. Another goal for New York. Did not see who they credited. There's 9:44 to go in the opening period. Ritchie's fourth goal of the year. They have 2 goals on 3 shots against Johansson. Ritchie's fourth from Duclair at 10:16. Again, they got the puck loose, carried it over all 3 lines to a drop pass to the far circle and just beat Johansson, I think, near post. Great pass by Duclair, by the way. Incredible drop pass. Yeah, Johansson got beat blocker side high to the near post. Didn't seal the near post. It's quickly 2-0 Islanders, and we just haven't even played 10.5 minutes yet. Behind the net. Lightning keep it in at the blue line. Shot deflected wide. Must have gone off the post because the ref was signaling safe or no goal. And now the puck is pinned against the Islanders bench. Now the Tampa has it, but it's picked up by New York. That was Cizikas. Somebody lost a stick or broke it. New York clears it, no icing. Tampa has it behind their own net. We're under 9 minutes remaining in the First period. Lightning tried to dump it in, but it was blocked by the New York Islanders. Pass off the far boards. Sent on net. Big rebound. There's a Lightning player in the net. Finally, he gets out. They try to pass it near boards. Oh, and New York couldn't keep it in. And the Lightning take over behind their own net. That would be Moser, and he's waiting for the line change, I believe, to finish up. Whoops, pardon the whistle on my 6-5 shots on goal now. Behind the net and poked out. Pass to the red line. Ooh, there's an Islanders player down. Must have been a big hit. He's up now and at the line change. In front of their own net. Now the Islanders send it off the near boards. Moser lost it at the red line. Barzal centers it. Shot from the slot, I think was high. Behind the net now. Scooped up by Tampa. Believe that's Radish. He got it over to Carlisle, who gave it back. Nope. They might be going for a line change. It is Radish, though. Radish passes, and the Tampa Bay Lightning dump it in from the red line. Into the near corner. Paul trying to dig it out. Sent around to the far board. Shot from a tough angle on the far boards, and a save by Sorokin, and will head to the under 10 media timeout at 7:14. 2-0 Islanders. Go Isles, yeah. Goalie's feeling. All right, I'll do the visualizers. I'm going to switch broadcasts and go with the Lightning. Here's Schaefer's goal on the power play. Great passing between Schaefer and Barzal, and then eventually a great pass by Duclair. Actually, Duclair's got 2 assists already. Okay, I don't want the Penguins game. Thanks, ESPN Plus. And here's Richie again, a pass by Duclair. Duclair with another great drop pass on the breakaway, and a great shot by Richie. Yeah, I want to switch to the Islanders. Hopefully they're not behind. Didn't really like the Islanders. Switch to the Lightning. Didn't really like the Islanders broadcast. All right, Senators tied it up. Cousins 10th on the power play at 5:45 of the third. They're currently in a 4-on-4. Again, 12-13 to go in that game in St. Paul, Minnesota. Penguins get a couple of goals. McGroarty, his first of the year, and Hayes third, and they take a 3-1 lead over the Sharks. 9:41 in the second, so halfway through the game. All right, we switch to the Lightning back from commercial. Seven, 6 shots on goal, Tampa. Yeah, maybe they'll make a trade before. I forgot. In the trade deadline's like, I forgot when. It's later. All right, face off. Isles send it into the far corner in their own end. Up the far boards, taken over at the red line by Tampa. They have to regroup in their own defensive end. Sent up the far boards, but this might be icing. Icing on Tampa at 6:57. Yeah, it's a tough Eastern Conference. I understand the sentiment, though. The East is just, because the West, it's pretty wide open other than the top 2 spots, but Colorado and Dallas. And there's some bad teams at the bottom, so it's like, but yeah, the East is really tough. Lightning were offside after the winner, and the counter by the offense. All right. So we'll have another face-off after the lines get changed. Again, game was supposed to start about 45 minutes ago. It actually started about 26 minutes ago. Delay for putting Pat LaFontaine's name on the facade. Because they didn't retire the number. They've got a number 16 currently. Maybe in the future. I don't know. They have a ton of retired numbers, though. They probably can't retire too many more. And if they were going to do it, they would have already done it. I think it's because he's been with their front office. All right, on the breakout, the Lightning end up dumping it in from the red line. Battle in the near corner. Shot from the near circle is blocked. Another shot saved into the near corner. That shot, I believe, was by Diasto. Diastu? I got to look up the pronunciation. Sent around to the far corner. Tried to pass it to the crease. It got deflected away. Islanders take it out. I thought Tampa had a shot on goal there. I guess not. Behind his own net was Lilleberg. Now the Isles send it over the red line into the right wing area. Oh, a pass from the far circle got through the crease and into the near corner. Nobody got a stick on it. Far corner or far circle shot is blocked into the near corner. Kept in at the blue line. Shot blocked again by the Islanders off the stick of Carlisle. And New York takes it right in front of their own net. Pass to the near boards. Carried over the red line and dumped in. And a glove save by Johansson as Barzal and Moser were pushing and shoving at 5:24. And we get the under 6 media timeout. Islanders just tied up the shot 7-7. Yeah, no additional assister on the Ritchie goal. I didn't figure there would be, though. Here you go. No changes in the score to the other two games, and just passing along the lone final from today. In Newark, New Jersey, the Devils beat the Anaheim Ducks 4-1 after trailing 1-0 on Troy Terry's 10th goal. 13-18 into the first. It was all Devils after that. And a reminder, we'll have Hurricanes Flyers at 6 and Flames Kings to complete the triple header today on Sinbin Stream. Horvat's scratched. I assume that's an injury. That must be what you're talking about. And Bachvis. So 2 forwards and a defenseman scratched. Yeah, Siplikov, I think, is decent too. Well, I don't want to hurt Gracie's feelings, but the Sabres are struggling. They're kind of bad. Toronto was, and now they've recovered. Columbus is only a game over. Ottawa's 2 over. And the Panthers. Sabres are only 1 game under. So I guess they're not that bad, especially compared to the West. You got Vancouver, Calgary, Nashville, all 2 under or more. And then the Jets are 1 under. Yeah, Kraken are 1 over. How are the Blues up? Oh, they have so many overtime or shootout losses. All right, back underway. Islanders have it in their own end. Now it's taken over at the red line. Lightning right up the middle. Wait, what's this whistle for? Did they call that offside? That's a very late call. 5:10. What was the call? I guess it was offside. No, we got to redo the draw. It wasn't perfect for the linesman. Okay, at the red line after the draw win for the Lightning, they dump it in. It's in the far corner, sent behind the New York net. Puck is loose into the near circle. Lightning keep it in at the blue line and dump it around into the far corner. Zoom in, camera operator. Good grief. Whoever this is zooms out very quickly. Up the near boards, not kept in this time by the Lightning. Islanders up 2-0 in the game. 8-7 shots Lightning, and the Lightning are behind their own net. Now they break it out. Pass to the near boards over the red line, taken in by Sorelli. Looked like he tried to wrap around or pass it. It got loose into the near boards, dumped in again, or dumped around. Man, I may have to go back to the Islanders feed. I don't know if it's the same camera operator, but we are zooming out and seeing way too much of the crowd in the near boards. Oh, yeah, I feel like I'm so far away. All right, New York waiting for the line changes in their own end. Finally, they pass it to the red line, tipped on behind the net. Nope, I guess not. Icing call on New York at 3:40. Oh, I don't even know about I don't know about the salary cap and all that. Sorry. Sorry, Gracie. I didn't mean to point it out, though. They asked. Hey, Ronnie. Thanks for being here. Face off. Tampa keeps it in after the draw win into the near corner. 3:33 in the first. Not kept in this time. Puck gets loose. Races on. Goalie comes out. Plays it to the near boards. Bit of a dangerous pass. He was well out of the crease. Now they pass it to the red line. Skated into the near circle. Picked up by Schaefer of the Islanders and sent out again. Great play. I mean, I don't mean to keep harping on, but he is something special for being so young. And he's a defenseman, and he's good on offense. It's just a great two-way player. I'm sure Islander fans are well aware of that. All right, New York takes it from behind their own net. Looks like Schaefer passed to the red line, dumped in, near corner, behind the Tampa net now. Lilleberg got it to Paul. Now sent up the near boards. Near circle, Paul. He gets roughed up in the corner. He gets it back to the blue line, though. Long shot blocked again by the Islanders. Behind the New York net, into the far corner. Yeah, 7-2 blocked shots. They read my mind in the Tampa broadcast. Wow. Back to the blue line. Dumped in again behind the net, into the far corner. Puck is being pinned against the boards by the far circle. Paul is there. It's knocked loose. Islanders send it behind their own net. Lose the puck in the near circle, though. Now they flip it from the near corner. Glove down. A blast from the slot is blocked. Into the far corner again, behind the New York net. Up the near boards and out. And picked up quickly at the blue line. And carried in again by Tampa. Far circle shot. Big save by Sorokin. Into the far corner. Sent up the near boards. Islanders struggling on defense here. Latter part of the first period. Sent behind the New York net. Looks like Kucherov. I got to go to the Islanders again. This guy zooms out way too far. Islanders counter. Far circle, near circle shot. saved and held on by the Lightning goalie. That, of course, is Johansson with 1 minute remaining. Oh, okay. Good answer by Star Strider as Canada. Thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. All right, they just kicked out, I think, Gord from the draw. Gergenstrong. Wait, what's his name? Gergensen. Sorry, I knew that. Couldn't read it on his jersey. Islanders win the draw in the near circle and into the near corner. Held in at the blue line. Long shot. Glove save. Big rebound. And the Lightning barely clear it and chip it to the red line. That was fortunate that big rebound didn't come to a Islander stick in the slot. Far circle shot was blocked by the Isles. We got under 30 seconds to go in the opening period. Carried over the blue line into the far corner. Gergensen's battling, was that Pellick? Sorry. Shot is blocked in the near circle. Oh, we got a penalty, I think, on Tampa on top. No, delayed call. Must be on the Islanders then at 9.2. They're looking at Gord. All right, no penalty? What was the whistle for then? 8-8 shots on goal. Out of all those opportunities, the Lightning, I don't think, picked up any shots there. That was wild. Oh, great. There goes my software. I got to wait. 6 seconds. I'm having trouble with the software. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the first period. Software was resetting while in the middle of that. All right, I got my clock counting down till the second period. 2-0 Islanders at the end of the first period. Schaefer's ninth and on the power play and Richie's fourth give them the 2-0 lead. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. I think it's not fair. Yeah, I don't know anything about the cap. Gracie says she heard the Sabres might fire their GM. No, ask away. Ask away. I don't mind, especially intermission. We'll get the clock up for the second period. Oh, okay. All right, let me see if I can translate real quick. Let me see if I can copy this. Oh, Ziplikov plays badly. Shame. Wait a minute. We did. Oh, they looked like they were adding a penalty and then took it out. Man, NHL.com has been brutal the last couple weeks. Oh, yeah, Ziplikov is a scratch today. Is that because poor play? I guess that's, yeah, I'd have to ask Islanders fans. So the question was, or the comment was that Ziplikov has been playing badly, and it's a shame that Siplikov has been playing badly, I guess was the comment. So that's my question to Islanders fans. Do you know, can you confirm that? Is he benched because of poor play? I assume Horvat and Bachfest are hurt. Otherwise, they'd be out there. Okay, I guess they added a penalty for the Lightning. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Brandon Hagel. I'll put that in when I flip it over to the second period. Just have to remember to do it because I think it breaks if I do it now. I'll wait. All right. Yeah, if you have any other comments, yeah, ask away. 18 votes, 56% Lightning, 44% Islanders. Yeah, I don't know. I may go back to the Islanders broadcast. Well, you know what? We'll see how this power play goes to start the second, and then I'll make my decision. Hopefully this is translated right. Ask any questions is all I'm trying to say. All right, let's check in on the other games. No change in the scores. Oh, wait. No, we knew that, right? 5:45 into the third. Cousins tied it up at this 10th in the power play. Yeah, I think we knew that. So in St. Paul, Minnesota, 1:22 to go, still all square at 2-2. And in Pittsburgh, Penguins still up 3-1 on the Sharks, getting close to the end of the second. 2-0 here in New York. Islanders up, and they will start with a power play in the third. In the second period. The Minnesota Wild North Stars. Are they wearing those jerseys? Gotcha. I didn't think about that. God dang it. End of first. What am I doing? There we go. All right. Again, tonight, triple header continues. Carolina Hurricanes, Philadelphia Flyers in Philadelphia. 19-9-2 Canes, 16-9-4 Flyers. Big game. Was gonna do Capitals Jets, but man, the Jets have been so bad lately. So I changed my mind. I won't get Red Wings Blackhawks local blackout. Oh yeah, I think I would have done this game, but it was on NHL Network. I didn't get it. Ducks Devils. And then we'll conclude the triple header, the only 9 o'clock game on tap. Calgary Flames in Los Angeles to take on the Kings. Oh, man. Predators Avalanche. How many goals are they going to get smoked by in Denver, Colorado? Stars play the Panthers. That could be lopsided, too. The Panthers are struggling. And Stars at home. 21-6-5, 22-2-7. Insane starts for both clubs. Yeah, I guess the Flames are playing better. Yeah, still a long way to go. They had such a poor start. Yeah, we'll look at the standings real briefly. Shuffle that there. We'll shuffle it to the fourth in line here. Yeah, let's look at the West real quick. Avalanche had 51 points in 31 games. How? 2 regulation losses. 47 in 32 games for Dallas. Wild third with 39. That's the Central. In the Pacific, Knights 39, Ducks 39. Ducks have played 2 more games. Kings with 36. Current wild card holders, finally the Oilers climb up. They have 34. Sharks at 33. Wow. Mammoth 33, but they played 33 games. Hawks at 32. They lost in St. Louis yesterday. That was a terrible game by the Hawks. I think it was, 3-2? Yeah, 3-2. They got down 2-0 early. It was brutal. 2 goals really were the first 2 were the fault of the defense, and the third wasn't, kind of the deep defense's fault, but Knight should have made the save. All right. Yeah, Blues after a horrible start are 5th in wild card. Kraken, Jets, Predators, Flames just ahead of the Canucks. They are 6-3-1 in their last 10, while the Vancouver just traded away their best player, Quinn Hughes, to the Wild. They're 2-7-1 in their last 10. So they're struggling. I know the Jets have been struggling too. 2-7-1. They've lost 3 straight. Nashville finally 6-4, 2 straight. We'll look at the Islanders. Canadians and Rangers tonight. That should be a good game. If it's in New York, I'd say yes. If it's in Montreal, I'd say the Rangers are going to win. Actually, Montreal's a good road team too. 9-3-2. They're not great at home either. So just based on that, yeah, that would have been a good game tonight too. Yeah, I'd say the edge goes to the Canadians. Montreal's good on the road, and the Rangers are terrible at home. Rangers did win in Montreal, of course, 4-3. This is game 2 tonight. That was on October 18th. Game 3, the final in the series, April 2nd, back at MSG in New York. So yeah, give me Montreal. Last time I went to their game in 99, it was 10-5 Rangers over Montreal. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any knowledge. I haven't seen either team, I feel like, in a bit of time either. So, yeah, that's my best guess. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It could be 50-50 every night, but I don't know. I would favor Montreal on this, slightly more than 50-50. I don't know how to interpret this. Are they saying the Rangers are favored? That seems odd, given their track record at home. Yeah, I guess the Rangers are favored. Yeah, I guess they needed a defenseman. I don't know. How do you spell defenseman? Quinn Hughes is one of the best. I'm trying to type it out. I should just say it. Maybe they felt they needed more help on the defensive end. Quinn Hughes is a great player though, and very fast. So maybe they thought they needed more blue line scoring. That'd be my best guess. Don't really know. Maybe somebody in the chat has a better answer. Favored by 1.25 to 1 or 1.3. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. Where's the game? I hope so. I hope so. Oh, come on. What a wild finish. Terrible choke job by the Bucks, too. Oh boy, don't think we're gonna get any help from the Browns with the Bears, Ravens, Bengals. There's a lot of bad games tomorrow. Cardinals, Texans, Jets, Jaguars, Chargers, Chiefs. Ooh, it's in Foxborough. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but they're used to the cold, so they should win, right? They need it badly, I would think. Yeah, I hear you. I'm pulling for Buffalo. Believe me. All right. Where were we? Oof. Commanders, Giants. Woof. Raiders, Eagles. Big game. Not just because it's Green Bay, but Packers, Broncos. I'll have that. Lions, Rams at the same time should be good. Yeah, CBS and Fox. We actually get both in the Chicago area. Panthers, Saints. That's huge for the Panthers. Saints just did them a solid by beating the Bucks last week. Colts, Seahawks. Yeah. Philip Rivers, 44, just turned 44-year-old Philip Rivers out of the league for 5 seasons starting. Oof, Titans, Niners, Vikings, Cowboys is Sunday night. Woof, and Dolphins, Steelers. Although that does have some playoff implications on the line. Doesn't look like it's on ABC either. I don't know. I'm doing hockey that night. King Stars. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, I saw Rivers actually for the Colts the COVID year. I took my oldest son to Indy for Packers Colts, so they lost in overtime. MVS fumbled. He was the reason they got to overtime, but then he fumbled, I think, in overtime. Easy win for the Colts in overtime. All right, I got to take a quick break and be back. We'll skip the music and I'll catch up on the chat. I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. All right, pardon me for chewing on Mike. Oh. Wild win. Oh, I got to put the penalty in. Gosh darn it. All right, we'll get back to the Wild win in a minute. Hagel. So we get a power play for the Islanders to start. Hagel in the sin bin. I'll catch up on the chat later. All right, center ice draw. We're still on the Lightning feed. Says we're live, back underway. Islanders in blue, going right to left this period, and Lightning in white, going left to right. Cleared down the length of the ice by the penalty kill team for the Islanders. For the Lightning. Islanders are 1 for 2, one shot on the power play. Sorry, I'll catch up on the chat when I can. 19:30 to go. We got a whistle. All right. Face off. Lightning have it and clear it down the length of the ice. Picked up behind the New York net. That is Schaefer. Drop pass. Okay, now they're identifying the people on the power play, so we'll stick with the Lightning broadcast. Cross ice pass to the far circle. That shot went wide. Barzal kept it in. Schaefer pass. Another one around. They were just going around in circles. Barzal at the blue line. Far circle. Shabanoff. Barzal loses it. The Lightning just get it to the red line and dump it in. Looks like they're heading for a change. Lightning actually had it. Now it's in the far corner. Schaefer couldn't get it. Lightning dump it into the near corner. Now Schaefer has it behind the New York net. Under 4. Why is the clock stopped? Wait, what did they call? Oh, the Islanders just got a too many men on the ice penalty. Going to be served by Ritchie, apparently. So we head to 4-on-4. How did that happen? Because the puck was behind their own net. All right, we head to 4-on-4 for 38 seconds. Then, excuse me, we'll have a shortened power play for the Lightning to try and get on the board. All right, the draw will be taken by Paul of the Lightning in the far circle. Lightning keep it in the 4-on-4 after the draw win. Blue line. Diastu with it. D-Stew? Is that what he said? Diastu? D-Stew? I guess it's D-Stew. Maybe they ignore the ah. All right, cleared actually by the goalie for the Islanders. Tampa takes it behind their own net into the far corner. Now they'll get a reset. And now they head to the power play. Down 2-0. Still 1:15 to go on the power play. They're 24th on power play. Islanders 7th on kill. And we got a whistle. 17:44. Excuse me. All right, near circle draw. or near, sorry, just outside the blue line, of course. My bad. That's what I meant, to the near side. Dumped in by the Lightning. They pin it on the near boards. It's in the near corner. Gunsel to Kucherov and passed out by the Islanders. Scooped up in front of their own net by Radish. Drop pass back to, let's see, and dumped in. Radish, no. I think we got offside. Wait, what's the call here? Whistle at. Forgot to start the clock. Wait, did they call icing? 36 seconds on the power play. Yeah, the Lightning iced it apparently. How'd they manage that? They just kicked an Islander out of the draw. We got to do it again. No, apparently he came right back into the circle. I guess it was a warning. Islanders win the draw. Take it back to the red line and dump it in. That was Pellick on the dump in. All right, Braden Point over the red line. Drop pass to Kucherov. Carried into the zone. Near circle. Back to Gunsel. Kucherov down low. Gunsel shot in the crease and a rebound. They work it around. Puck deflected. Kick save and cleared out. Man, Lightning had their opportunities on that last possession and couldn't cash in. Penalty over. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Under 16 and a half to go in the second period. Dumped in from the red line. Puck loose in the far circle. Picked up by New York. And dumped in, but gloved down by Tampa in their own end. They dump it up the near boards behind the New York net. Picked up by Schaefer in the far circle. Long pass ahead to the near boards and taken over by the Lightning. Duclair couldn't handle it. Hit behind the net. Lightning keep it in at the blue line. Send it into the near corner. Hit by Duclair of the Lightning. Puck is pinned up against the boards. Finally freed. Lightning keep it in at the blue line. D-Stew with the shot that was saved into the far boards. And finally New York takes it out. And a pass to the slot. Mishandled by Duclair. He had a golden opportunity. The puck just slipped off his stick. And I believe the Lightning got whistled for offsides. No, play. Yeah. They stopped the clock. Lightning can't figure it out. Kucherov's looking around, but I think they were called for offside. Very, very late offsides calls today. Couple of them. Yeah, Duclair had a wide open shot and just couldn't hang on to the puck for the odd man rushes. 3-0 for New York. The refs and linesmen got together, maybe discussing where this draw should be. Still don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was an inadvertent whistle or something from the crowd. I don't know why play stopped, honestly. Yeah, because it's not offsides because the draw is in the New York end, in the near circle. All right, over the red line, controlled by the Isles into the far corner. Blue line keeper. Shot from the point, blocked into the near corner. Boy, he was playing it like it was a hacky sack. off the stick. One guy bounced it twice off his stick for the Isles. Behind the Tampa net, puck comes loose to the side of the net, and it's frozen there by Johansson at 14:47. Still 11-9 shots on goal. Tampa, they still trail 2-0. Patriots are an underdog at home? That's shocking. Yeah, I gotcha. The leading link of Minnesota, who will make the game? Oh, well, they just won. Yeah, sorry. Maybe you were... Oh, yeah. It must be nippy in Russia. Yeah, I saw the discussion at the intermission. Sorry, I got to catch up on the chat. All right, that shot hit the side of the net for New York. Puck is pinned up against the boards. Now it's loose. And Tampa sends it behind the New York net. Into the near corner. Hit. And they're pinning the puck against the boards again. Now New York, nope, sent around behind the net into the far corner for the Lightning. They keep it in at the blue line. A big shot, big rebound into the slot. Nobody for Tampa could get to the rebound. Taken in their near circle. And now behind the Tampa net, under 14 to go. Whoops, my clock is way behind. There we go. All right, 12-10 shots on goal. Lightning dump it in, carry it into the far. Nope, another whistle. 13-39. So, yeah, we're going to the under 14 media timeout. Yep, it got announced today that Phillip Rivers was starting for the Colts. So that's the temperature. Quite cold. San Diego, yeah, long time. Originally drafted by the Giants, though. 37 in New York. Yeah, we're cold in the Chicago area. We're at 10, feels like 0. We're going to be below 0 tonight, too. -3 at 4, 5, 6 a.m. -3 in the Chicago suburbs. Whoops. It's weird, but Tampa gives that vibe that they enjoy. I don't know. The Blackhawks did it Friday, and it bit them. Yeah. Oh, Kucherov's out there. They're not without him. And they have good players still. I like Braden Point. He was out the last time I did a Lightning game. I'm trying to think who else. Radish is a good defenseman. D. Stu is pretty good. Jake Gunsel's pretty good. Sorelli. Yeah. Maybe they need some offense. Kucherov is probably it for right now. Yeah, sorry. I'll try to translate at the intermission now. All right. Nope, they took away a shot from the Islanders. So 12-9. Yeah, Quinn Hughes for Marco Rossi, pretty good player. Liam Ogren, Zeev Buim, B-U-I-U-M, and a 2026 first-round pick. So a decent haul for the Canucks. They wanted a lot in return for Quinn Hughes, but Quinn Hughes is an incredible player. All right, I thought they were going to redo the draw. We play on, finally. Taken behind the Tampa net, up the near boards, cross-ice pass, carried over the red line, dumped in, may have missed on a pass to Point. Point goes behind the net, puck is loose in the far corner. D. Stu got it away, or no, Heidemann, excuse me, from Point. Looks like the Isles just iced it at 13-11. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, Yeah, Wild won. Let's see who got the game winner. Joel Eriksson-Ek, his 7th from Johansson. 1936 of the 3rd. That's how that game ended. All right, back underway. Penguins all over the Sharks, too. All right, shot from the near circle by Kucherov, saved and held on by Sorokin at 12:55. (13-9) shots on goal. Not a lot of shots on goal for being almost halfway through the game. At least not by New York. Yet they have the 2 goals. 2 goals on 9 shots is incredible. Hello, Christopher. Hello, Aaron. Watching from the Philippines. Yeah, I put Mabuhay. I think, isn't that live or something? I put that in my tags for the games, primarily for basketball. Up the near boards. Behind the New York net, into the far circle. Pass gets through to the blue line for the Bolts. Long shot, big rebound in the far circle. Schaefer's there again for New York. Pass to the center. Actually, Schaefer just got the pass, so that wasn't him. Who's he paired with today? Maybe that was, or Shabanoff. Maybe Shabanoff got the pass. Puck is pinned in the near boards. Lightning get it. And pass. The race is on to the near circle. Taken into the near corner and hit. Behind the net, a return hit by the Bolts. Far board battle. Stick in that corner, far corner as well. Centering pass. Far circle shot saved by Sorokin at 11:51. Another good opportunity for the Bolts. They just cannot solve Sorokin today. And again, Schaefer scoops up actually, I think that last rebound was scooped up by Shabanoff, and I think Schaefer was the one skating up the middle. Who are they showing? All right, 11:51 to go. Into the far corner. 7-0 shots on goal, Tampa. We got a late penalty coming up. I think it's on the Isles at 11:43. They showing the Lightning trainer? Is that why are they okay? Mitchell holding on the Isles. Penalty power play for the Lightning. Yeah, he had his knee in front of James and then pushed him down in the far corner. I mean, that was a pretty easy call. Dominic James getting held. All right. Point is out there. Radish is out there. Kucherov out there. Down low to Gunsel. Kucherov in the near circle blocked. Big rebound sent off the far boards to Radish. Kucherov, near circle, down low. Gunsel pass. How did they not score? Just outside the crease. Radish ahead. Gunsel, near corner. Pass to the far boards. Still a minute and a half on the power play. Kucherov pass. Went through everybody. They had somebody right outside the crease and somehow didn't deflect that into the net. 11 minutes remaining in the second period. Cleared down the length of the ice again by New York. 1:10 on the power play. 5-on-4 advantage for Tampa. Oh, Kucherov just got tripped. This is going to be a 5-on-3. Yeah, easy call for the refs. Over the blue line, somebody lost their stick because they tripped Kucherov. And that'll be Cizikas. So, Cizikas, my bad. That was a pretty easy call. I saw it live. He went between two defenders and he got tripped. Oh, yeah, he stuck his left skate out and tripped him. It wasn't the stick. It was the other. Actually, both players could have been called for tripping. So it's a 5-on-3 now for the Islanders. I'm sorry, for the Lightning. Wah may not like it, but that was a textbook trip. You can't go skate to skate on somebody. And again, they could have easily called it on either defenseman or penalty kill unit player because the other guy lost his stick. And that off the draw win for New York, they clear it down the length of the ice. Picked up behind the net by Radish. Pass over the red line into the far boards, far circle, behind the New York net into the near corner. Kucherov. Near circle. Pass down low. Puck gets loose. Kept in at the blue line by Radish. To the far circle. Blue line. Shot. Kucherov hit Sorokin in the shoulder or in the mask. Pass to the far circle. Near shot. In the slot. Glove save. Sorokin hangs on. He is putting on a goalie clinic today. I mean, he has just been lights out from the between the pipes today. 15-9. None of those registered as a shot. You've got to be kidding me, NHL.com. All right, near circle draw. That has to be a shot. They got to add that. All right, Lightning take over in the far circle. Back to the Radish at the point. Kucherov near circle, down low. Kucherov to Radish. Shot and a goal! The Lightning get one back. Radish on a blast from the slot. And it's 2-1. 9:47 to go in the middle period, so halfway home. And they did it just before the first penalty ended, so they're still got a 4-on-3 for 1:07. Great passing by Kucherov. Radish with a blast. Went top shelf, trying to figure out where he beat Sorokin. I think blocker side high to the left post. All right, back underway. 9:42 to go in the middle period. Carried over by Kucherov into the O-zone. Gunsel with it. Down low for Kucherov. Centering pass. Another shot. Looks like that one was wide. Gunsel back to the blue line. Radish to Kucherov. Near circle. Gunsel. Slot. Shot. Oh, my goodness. Another great save by Sorokin. Braden Point was robbed. 9:19 to go. So 39 seconds on the 5-on-4 power play for Tampa. Oh, Sorokin, I think, lost his stick on that last sequence and then picked it up. And yeah, nice save. All right, they finally tacked on some shots for the Lightning. They were slow on NHL.com. Radish to Kucherov to the far circle. Shot may have been wide. Bjorkstrand behind the net. Pass to the slot, deflected back into the near boards. Kucherov has it. Shot right outside the crease. Another save by Sorokin. They say 19-9 shots on goal at 8:57. Boy, we seem to be getting behind a little bit compared to NHL.com, but nothing I can do. It's a streaming app. I'll try to catch up on the chat. I apologize. Wow, that was a great blocker save by Sorokin. I don't know when that occurred. I assume on this power play. I just saw the replay from the far circle. 8:45 to go, second period. Power play almost over. Kucherov carries it in. Centering pass to the near circle. That shot or pass was blocked. Shot again, deflected into the netting at 8:34. All right, well, they got one back on the power play. Didn't fail to convert on the other one. But they got into the game on the 5-on-3 situation. According to NHL.com, it's 21-9 shots on goal. So I forgot what it was at the intermission. Was it 11-9? So it's at least 10-0 Lightning shots on goal this period. Don't think they did. Islanders registered a shot, but it got taken off the board because I think it was a shot that hit the side of the net. All right, let's try to catch up on the chat here. Beijing for work. Oh, okay. Philippines. Looking better and being better are two different things. Gotcha. Hello, Christopher, an Islanders fan. Welcome. Maybe they need to. Yeah. Yeah, Isles. Yeah, better than last year for sure. No. It's always 5-on-3 at the most. You're never lower than 5-on-3, but the penalty minutes don't tick off. You know, you have to kill a penalty, then the other ones start down. That's why it can be a long 5-on-3 or 5-on. Yeah, no, you're never worse than 5-on-3. Oh yeah, Start Strider. Wow was one of the best. Same game, few prospects. They traded for a goalie finally. They're done with Skinner. May have been a lateral move. Wow was great. Montreal Canadian, Colorado Avalanche won a cup, I think, with both, I believe. Yeah. Well, just comparatively speaking, yeah. Considering we're halfway through, Terry Titus watching Army Navy. Expect Lightning to come back. Yeah, just won a good game, but yeah, I'm kind of rooting for the Lightning. No particular reason. I just like their this logo. Normally, I wouldn't have a problem with the Islanders normally. I love Schaefer. Schaefer's a really good player. And Barzal. All right, battle for the puck in the far corner. Comes to the near corner finally. We're in the New York defensive zone. Still pinned up against the boards. 8:15 to go, second period. Shots are 13-0. So it was 9-8 Islanders after one. Chances are 7-1. Scoring chances for Tampa. Looks like all right, it was played on net. That may end up being a shot. Johansson from off the boards. Now the Lightning get it out of their own end and dump it in from the red line into the near corner. Schaefer takes a hit behind the net. Lightning centered it. Nobody there next to the crease, luckily for the Islanders. Right up the slot, into the far circle. Wow, that one goes wide into the near corner. Islanders still, now it's cleared, I believe, by Duclair. But now taken at the red line. Schaefer's shot, I think that was wide. Behind the net. Lightning player down. In the far boards. Islanders keep it in at the blue line. Near circle. Drop pass. Whiffed. Schaefer barely got anything on that shot. I guess he didn't break his stick. He's still out there. Lost at the blue line by Pellick, and they have to. Barzal picks it up behind his own net for the Isles. Now skated over the blue line. Pass ahead into the ozone. Far circle. Taken behind the Tampa net. Near circle. Blue line keeper. Pass to the far boards. Pass to the near boards. Shot, save, held on, and that's the first shot on goal registered by New York in the second period. Well, NHL.com doesn't have it yet. I don't know how this wasn't a shot on goal. Oh my God! Oh, that almost went in off of Islanders' skate on that one pass through the crease. Okay, this has to be a shot. Yes, it is. So the Islanders finally get a shot on goal. They're still up 2-1 though. 5-on-3 power play goal got the Lightning back within one. That shot was wide. Another shot. I don't know if that got through. Lightning just clear it down the length of the ice for icing. 6:16. Again, the goal was Radish's 7th on the power play from Kucherov and Gunsel. I forgot to do the goal visualizer. I'll try to remember to do that next whistle. Uh-oh. Johansson's injured. We're going to have a goalie change, I think. Or no. He probably has a damaged skate blade. Yeah. Okay, he's not injured. He just needs he needs a skate repair. I think he lost a blade. That's why he was being helped to the bench. Yeah. Must have completely lost the blade. Yeah. All right, they'll repair that, and then we'll be back underway. Which teams do I think can compete with the Avs from the Eastern Conference? Oh. Good question. We'll get back. Hey, how you doing, Ronald? Thanks for being here. Oh, he hit the post and I think lost his edge. Yeah, they're trying to make changes. I don't think they can reattach the blade. He might need a new skate.
A little bit of old-fashioned, okay, this skate has to be fixed. And you can only hold the game for so long before Halverson's going to have to come in. In fact, he's getting up right now.
Oh, Halverson's going to have to come in. Johansson's skate needs more repair. So number 33 coming into the game. It's not for injury or poor play. It's for damaged skate. Tough situation to come in for Halverson. Had to have bought them skates in New York. I mean, who's good in the East? Man, I'm already forgetting. Lightning. I mean, Hurricanes, Capitals could be good. That's going to be... Devils are good. They're in the wild card currently. I don't know about Boston. They're okay. Same with Detroit. Hurricanes, Capitals are probably the best in the East. Haven't gotten a look at the Lightning too much. All right, after the draw, Lightning get it out of their own end, but it's dumped right back in and offside on the Islanders at 6:10, I believe. Let's listen in. No, power play. And Johansson steps back on the ice. He already got his repair. Tripping on Holmstrom. We actually had a penalty. So the Lightning get back on the power play. They get their goalie back in net with Johansson. Yeah, that was a pretty obvious trip at the red line. I don't know what the beef was. The player Holmstrom seemed to be surprised. That was textbook tripping. Oh, thank you for hitting like. Hey, who's not playing? Let me close the... Yeah, Horvat is scratched. And so is Bachvist for the Isles. Point, I think... Nope. The draw is taken into the near corner. Now behind the New York net. Sent up the far boards and cleared down the length of the ice. Under 6 remaining in the middle period. Again, Tampa on the power play. They scored on a 5-on-3 man advantage this period. All right, Kucherov skates it in, drops it back out of the zone to Radish, though. 1.5 minutes to go on the power play. Point at the red line. Radish now, blue line. Up the near boards. He's down, tackled. Into the far boards, Gunsel. Bjorkstrand behind the net for Gunsel. Kucherov near circle. Back to the point, Radish. Now Kucherov again near circle. Down low, Gunsel. Centering pass, Radish. That shot is blocked or saved. And then cleared down the length of the ice. Yeah, Tampa hasn't had a shot on goal in a while. They've been on 21 for a while. Hagel behind the net. Wrap around. No good. Rebound. Glove save. Into the far corner, man. Sorokin is just on fire. Lightning in for a long afternoon. DeStew got it out of there. Hagel over the blue line. Kucherov centers to Gord. 25 on the power play left. DeStew to the far circle. Hagel. Back to DeStew. Hagel. Far circle. Pass near circle. Kucherov to the net. Deflected wide, I think, by Paul. Kucherov at the point. Or in the slot. Deflected. Paul has it. 1 second. Now the 5-on-5. And there's the player out of the box. Kucherov centering pass gets through to the far boards. DeStew behind. Nope. Now they send it behind the net. Near circle. Back to the point. Skated into the near circle. That was Kucherov. Near circle now. Can't tell who that is. And even Tampa managed to get a line change, or at least for one player. Wide off the boards. Kept in at the blue line. Near circle. Back to the blue line. Kept in. 3:33 in the second. Near circle. Far circle is a long extended puck possession in the New York defensive zone. Paul takes it behind the net. Picked up. Back to now blue line passes. Sent in around to the near boards again. Finally, New York clears it, and somebody got leveled. Some of those players had been out there 2 minutes for New York. I don't even know if they completed the change yet. Now they dump it in again. Lightning only managed a shot on goal there. 22-10. But it's like 14-1 this period. Shots on goal for Tampa. They carry it in. Nope, they lost it at the neutral zone. Now they dump it in. Into the far corner. Passed by the Isles. Over the red line. Into the O-zone. Far circle. Barzal. Looking. Drop pass. Far circle. Lightning just skated out to the red line and dump it in. And puck is in the near corner. Picked up by the Isles. Centering pass off the glass to the red line. And it's picked up by the Lightning. They carry it in. Near circle. Oh, saved on a breakaway to the near boards. Another long shot from the blue line off the stick of Radish. And that is saved. Near circle. And Isles clear it to the red line. Lightning still have the puck. They're finishing a change. Dumped in again to the far corner. Tampa dominating the play here late in the second, but still down by a goal. They are out shooting 16-1 in the middle period. And what just happened? Complete frustration for Tampa. They just cannot solve Sorokin. And we have a media timeout. I did not see what the whistle was for. I'd have to consult the play-by-play. I apologize. Let's quickly check on the other game, though. Sharks have gotten back in it. Celebrini at 17:32 is 16th. Makes it a 5-4 Penguins lead in Pittsburgh. 2:27 remaining. And the couple finals from earlier today. Wild win at home, 3-2 over the Senators. Quinn Hughes was scratched. Obviously, he just got traded yesterday. Devils 4-1 at home over the Ducks. All right, sorry. Yeah, Hovar. Well, that's what I was saying. Horvat was scratched. Yeah. Thank you, Bon. Appreciate it. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. It's a good question. Any Habs fans in the chat? I mean, it'd probably be a good idea, right? But I mean, I think they should. Well, they'll go as far as their goaltending carries them, right? I don't think they're too happy with their tandem in the net, if I remember right. That would be the concern. Isles just beat the Avs. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Isles are. Yeah, that was you were answering the East, right? They're doing some rink repair. I guess they didn't do the under 10 one. Oh, that was blocked. Okay, that I forgot. Star Strider as well. I know, only 2. It's crazy. Just off of Event Sports. Trying to see if I can turn those. Oh, yeah. I haven't checked my sub yet, but I'm a Kings fan. That's who I root for. I know I have a Blackhawks. I'm in the Chicago area. I don't get the Blackhawks for free anymore. But I'm a Kings fan. I like Kopitar, hoping for the best in his final year. And I love Drew Doughty. I like the Kings like 10, like 12, 11-ish years ago for sure. Maybe 11 or 12 years ago. All right, cleared into the ozone for New York. Sent up the near boards by Johansson. 1:10 to go. Yeah, I'm a Kings fan. That's why I'm doing the Flames Kings tonight. We got a whistle again at 1:08. Looks like a power play coming up. Who's this on? Or no, was it knocked down with a high stick? Yeah, it must not have been a penalty. I think it was just a high stick at the neutral zone. Yeah, there's a draw in front of the penalty box just outside the Isles zone. Face off. New York wins. Schaefer passes it. Schaefer gets it back over the blue line, dumps it in from the red line. Behind his own net, Johansson to the far boards. Isles have it. Under a minute remaining in the middle period. Lightning passes up ahead to the left wing in the far circle. Breakaway shot. Knocked down. No call. Kucherov shot. Blocked behind the net. Centering pass got through to the far boards. A golden opportunity missed. And another shot on goal. Saved by Sorokin. And we got punches being thrown. Actually, that was Schaefer. And the Lightning guy's like, what do I got to do? That should have. Schaefer punched Sorelli in the face on that exchange with 32 and a half to go. 25-10. Do you know what the purpose of pulling the goalie is when you're already down and score? Well, if you're down 1 or 2, you pull the goalie to try and... Because you get an extra attacker on the ice, so it's like a power play. Boy, that looked like that could have been a trip. They showed that play again. I wondered live why it wasn't tripping. All right, Islanders just get it out of their own zone. Up ahead. And taken behind his own net. Up the far boards. 11 seconds to go. Behind the New York net. Into the near corner. Islanders can't get it out. Kept in by Radish. Far corner, that's it. That's the end of the period. We'll keep an eye on this if there's any pushing and shoving. That's it. That's the end of the second period. And we have a 1-goal game heading into the third. Pretty good game so far. Yeah, so the thought is you can keep the puck in the offensive zone and get more opportunities if you're skating 6-on-5, with your goalie pulled. That's my understanding. And if you're down 2, you kind of do it earlier to get back in the game. If you're down 1, you do it with like 2 minutes to go. Go Isles, says Cole Eichen. Is that how you say it? Thanks for chatting. I haven't changed my team. I'm interested in watching other clubs as well. Oh, who's your team again? Or are you rooting for Russian players? Or are you rooting for the Isles? Oh, the Sharks tied it? Are you? Holy crap. Tyler Toffoli is second of the game with 18:22 into the third. So what, a minute? What is that? A minute 38 left? And we're heading to overtime in Pittsburgh. Kings, I believe, found a goalie to replace Quick after years. Yeah, I do like Darcy Kemper. I think Forsberg's a solid backup, too. I like their combo. Yep. Hello, Suna Shield. There's a Suna Shield. Hello, Yusuf. Hello. YouTube? The Czechs could play defense, but the Islanders are not the Czechs. All right, Yusuf, good to have you here. All right, I think I finally caught up on the chat. Let me get the countdown clock up in a minute. Yes, the return of Yusuf Ali. He's back. Thank you for being here. All right, we'll leave it. Oh, I don't think I did the Radish goal. Pardon me. Number 43 on the 5-on-3. Wait. Yeah, it was 5-on-3. It wasn't 5-on-4. Because they still had a 5-on-4 after this. The visualizer. What the heck was that? That wasn't a goal. Okay, they clearly have messed up. They didn't get the visualizer. Here. No, they didn't do it right. That's the first time I've seen the visualizer be wrong. Plus, it was a 5-on-3. It was not a 5-on-4. They might even have that in the game summary. It should say. Yeah, on ice, you can see Tampa had their full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the goalie, Johansson, and there's just 3 Islanders on the ice, so that's wrong. Well, 4 with the goalie. So, yeah, that was a 5-on-3 goal. I don't know why the visualizer was bad. All right, Sharks. There's Penguins, 3:41 to go in the first. Put music? Yeah, I need to take a break. I do need to eat some more. I didn't because the break was so short in the first period. 40 votes, 62% for the Lightning, 38% for the Isles at home. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to have to translate this stuff. Yes, King, here's the tonight. We have Hurricanes, Flyers, 6:05, so an hour and 20 minutes from now. Again, this game started like right before 3 o'clock Central. There was a big ceremony to honor Pat LaFontaine. They unveiled his name on like one of the decks, the facade. They didn't retire his number, but yeah, if you get a chance, it might be on, social media. I think some of the adhesive ripped off some of the paint. It didn't look good, and it was a little bit wrinkled. I don't know. Coffee time, yeah, for Flames Kings. Yep, I will. Relax. Thanks, Star Strider. All right, still 2:16 to go in overtime. Let's go over the numbers real quick. Dang, a lot of Islanders penalties that period. Yeah, they gave up a goal on a 5-on-3, but Sorokin's been standing on his head. 24 saves on 25 shots. Johansson has made 8 saves on 10 shots. Yeah, I don't believe Halverson played 6 seconds and didn't face a shot because there was a power play called. Johansson had to go get his skate fixed. They couldn't reattach the blade. 24-20 faceoff wins in favor of the Lightning. 1 of 4 on the power play for the Lightning. Isles 1 of 3. Islanders. No. Hold on. Lightning 22-11 on the hits. Block shots 15-4. Islanders 10-5 giveaways. Islanders 4-2 takeaways. Again, Islanders won game 1 at home 2-1. They won game 2 on the road 2-0. This is the final game in this season series, game 3, and they lead 2-1 after 2. And we got a final in Pittsburgh. Sharks get the win. Unbelievable. What were they down? 5-1 with what? 14:35 to go. They got 4 goals in let's see. Late too. 7.5. Let's see. Klingberg power play, Eklund, Celebrini, and Toffoli. In about an 11, less than an 11-minute span, they got 4 goals. Wow, terrible. Wait a minute. Who started in net? Because they just traded Jari and got Skinner. In overtime, Klingberg at 2:57, his 7th from Celebrini, 31st assist, and Graf, 9th assist. Yeah, who was in net? Who gave up all these goals? Artur Silovs. I thought he was okay. 6 goals on 32 shots. Askarov with 5 goals on 43 shots. So 38 saves for the San Jose Sharks goalie and only 26 for the Pittsburgh goalie. As they'll get Skinner probably available for their next game. All right, I'm going to take a break, and I will be back. Yep, Sharks won. No, it was 5-1. It was 5-1. New York might win. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, Celebrini has really come into his own this year. And so has Will Smith. Sharks can be a fun. I like Tyler Toffoli, former King. He's a good player too. All right, let's cue up some music. I'm going to take a break. I am getting hungry. I thought this game would be wrapping up soon too. In about 20 minutes, and we're not even. Holy cow, thanks for subscribing. I think we got 4 subscribers during this game alone. Thank you so much. And we got 20 likes. So if you haven't already and you like this live stream, please hit that like button. Also, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, which will help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. All right, I'll be right back. Let's pick some music. We won't go too heavy. Maybe we'll do that later at night. All right, be right back. right, we are back. Yeah, just about set to kill the music. Had to get a little dinner here since the game started late and is running late. Thank you. All right, again, just over an hour, we will have Carolina Hurricanes and Philadelphia Flyers, 6:05 Central. About an hour and 7 minutes. All right, sorry I didn't get a chance to catch up on the chat at the intermission. I will make sure to at least read them. Excuse me, sorry I haven't had a chance to translate all of them either. All right, Lightning in white. They are going right to left. Islanders in blue going left to right. Down the length of the ice, frozen in the crease, and a whistle with 1951. And probably not the end of the penalties yet. In this game, we've had a bunch of penalties. 4 each period. 5 on the Islanders, 3 on the Lightning. All right, face off in the far circle. Islanders keep it in, and a shot and another glove save by Johansson. So after going a lengthy bit of the second period without a score, without a shot on goal, Islanders get their first shot of the third period. Far circle, draw, kept in, dumped into the far corner. Lightning send it out up the far boards, dumped right back in by the Isles behind the Tampa net. And in the near boards, battle for the puck. Lightning send it behind their own net. DeStew now sends it around to the near boards. He gets it back right behind the Tampa net, and he waits for a breakout, probably for a line change. All right, Lightning dump it into the near corner. Big hit behind the New York net. The Islanders have it. Send it up the far boards over the red line and dumped in. Carlisle sent it to the far corner for the Bolts, and they make a cross-ice pass to Carlisle at the red line. He loses the puck. Isles into the near corner. Big hit. Sent to the far corner. Hit by Tampa, I mean. And sent behind the Tampa net, where it's picked up by... Oh, crap. Who is that? Oh, Radish looks to be a little banged up as he heads to the bench for Tampa. Cleared out by the Isles. They get it to Barzal. Backhander was wide behind the net. They took the shot away for the Isles. It's still 25-10. It looked like I don't know. Getting some odd official scorings on shots on goal, I feel like, lately. All right, New York behind their own net, up the near boards, over the red line. DeStew into the slot. Pass from the far circle. That shot was high or wide. And the Lightning have it at the red line. And Kucherov passes to the far circle. DeStew takes it all the way back to the blue line and out to the red line. Islanders get one player changed. Now the Lightning do as well. Pass to the near boards, dumped in and into the netting, I guess, at 17:07. Now they gave the Islanders their shot again. Oh, I think that was friendly fire that got Radish injured. Both players were there to make a hit on an Islander player in the near corner, and I think the other Lightning player got into Radish on that replay. 17 minutes to go. And a whistle and icing on New York. Yeah, let's see it. We'll have to keep an eye out for whether or not Radish returns. Believe he was still on the bench. I don't think he headed to the locker room. Face off. Lightning win it in the far circle. Sent behind the net into the near corner. Now the Isles take it up the far circle and send it down the length of the ice. This is another Islanders icing. 16:44 to go. If I was a hockey player, my team was ahead in score, I shouldn't want the break. Yeah, you need it though. I mean, they play 20 minutes with limited commercial interruption. You definitely need that 18 minutes. Face-offs 25-24 Lightning. They win this one. Shot! And it's in. I thought it hit the crossbar, but they counted it. We are all square at 2 after the face-off win in the far circle. Looks like Moser buried it from the near circle. I really thought it hit the crossbar. It rocketed out of there so quick. Kucherov, a great pass, and yeah, it just went over the glove side high to the far corner and just ripped it off the netting, just in the near circle. I still would like to see a better look. Sure looked like it hit the post. No, it hit the thing at the top, that's which has a bar to secure the net, and that's what it bounced off. We are all square at 2 apiece as we approach 16 and a half to go. Behind the net, up the far boards, over the red line, taken by New York, sent up the far boards, down the length of the ice, not icing. Johansson touched it up. Okay, Radish is back out there, so hopefully he's okay. And chipped ahead by the Lightning. Islanders in their own zone. I think Crozier just sent it up. Pass to Barzal on the near side. Weak shot. Frozen just outside the crease at 15:59. Wow, what a rocket of a shot. That was Moser's second from Kucherov and point at 3:20. Do I get annoyed by ads? Yes. Who doesn't? Yeah, YouTube can be rough with ads for monetized channels. All right. Sent up the near boards by the Isles after the Lightning had cleared it to center ice. And stolen. The Isles take it behind the Tampa net. They get it loose into the near corner. Scooped up by Lee. He gets it to Holmstrom. And behind the net, that should be... Oh, man. Who cleared it? Was that... I believe it was Destu. And that may... let's see what the call was. There was a whistle at... Ugh. Tampa has a TBL jersey. Oof, these are ugly. Stick to the bolt. Oh my goodness. Or use the old bolt, but don't put TBL. Or just say bolts. I think they used to do that. All right, we're at 15:22 face off. And we're going to redo it in the far circle. I guess that was a Lightning icing call. The Isles send it back in from the blue line after a face-off win. near board, excuse me. Behind the net to Barzal. Near side. Takes it right back behind the net. Gets tripped in the near corner. And I believe the Isles will head to the power play. That was a pretty obvious trip. Looks like it's on DeStew. Barzal? Is that how you say his name? It's not Barzal? Barzal? Oh, I apologize. Okay, it's DeStew. I've been saying it wrong again. I keep forgetting. Yeah, his stick went between the legs, and as he changed directions, that's a trip. Yeah, he got his right leg. All right, DeStew on the penalty. Islanders can take the lead. They have the 5-on-4 man advantage. Charbonneau lost it. The bolts are going the other way. Shot blocked. Schaefer has it. He may have blocked the shot. Off of Duclair and I thought they were saying offsides. I guess it was just delayed. Pass to the crease, almost a shorty for the Bolts. Wow. Barzal sends it behind the net. Lightning send it down the length of the ice and get a line change. Schaefer retreats behind his own net for the puck. 120 on the power play. Holmstrom brings it up. Passes to Heineman. Heineman to the blue line. D'Angelo. Ritchie in the far circle. He sends a backhander to Lee behind the net. Back to the blue line. Holmstrom over to D'Angelo. Near circle Heineman. Cross-ice pass Holmstrom. At the point, D'Angelo shot. Big save into the near boards. Kept in at the blue line. Near circle shot. He shattered his stick, or his blade went flying. Broke it on that shot attempt. He goes to get a fresh stick, and on that pass, Lightning picked it off and cleared it down the length of the ice. A golden opportunity for the Lightning to get a shorty and didn't cash it in somehow. Sorokin just playing a great game. Barzal over into the far side. D'Angelo to the far circle for Barzal. Why wouldn't it? I thought it was Barzal. Pass to the near circle. Duclair to the slot. Drouin. Big save. Rebound into the near corner. Duclair has it. We're back to 5-on-5. Shot from the point. Wide. Picked up by the Lightning. Off the near boards and to the red line. Both teams getting line changes. Isles take it up. Cross-ice pass goes through everybody to the far boards. Tough angle shot. Redirected. Kept out of the net. What the heck just happened? Almost looked like an own goal. And I think Johansson was able to ice or freeze the puck when he was on his back some way, somehow, and keep it a 2-2 game. As Carlisle is just getting up from being inside the Tampa net. What's the call? Yeah, under 14 media timeout. We're all squared. Let's see if they ever got the Radish goal fixed. No, they didn't. They completely removed the visualizer. Let's try to see the Moser game tying goal. Number 90, he'll rip it from the near side on a good face-off win and a good pass by Kucherov. Yeah, in the near circle. Yeah, that rocketed out of there very fast. I thought for sure it had hit the crossbar, but it was under and into the net. All right. Don't think there's anything else going on. Let me try to catch up on the chat. How much money and time does it make does it take to make progress? I don't know. As a hockey team, I don't know anything about their cap situation or stuff like that. So far, I only see Mass D's ambition while the other players play for money. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, let me check. You said you're talking about Kucherov, I assume. Let me go to the event summary. Pardon me. Yeah, Nikita is at 1840. Time on ice. So with 12:28 left, you're saying he needs about 3 minutes? Yeah, he should be good on that, my opinion. No, New York might ruin my win streak here. Sorry. Oh, some were deleted. Lightning. They choked on it. All right, back to the game. Face off. Into the near side. In near corner. Battle for the puck. Islanders keep it in the O-zone. Schaefer sends it around to the near corner. Back to the blue line. They pass it to Schaefer. Shot. Deflected or blocked into the near boards. Under 12 remaining. Lightning clear it to the red line. Schaefer, in his own end, passes to the other side. I need the roster for Pulak. Now touched up by Sorokin. Islanders send it down, but it's on net. Outside the crease, Johansson plays it to the far corner. Isles keep it in. Puck is free and frozen at the side of the net by Johansson. At 27-14, shots on goal now. Lightning play the Panthers, Kings, and Hurricanes in their next 3. Islanders, you got this. That was the last. Okay. All right. Far circle draw. Well, 27-15. How did that one count as a shot? Gotta think that's going to change. All right, 11:20 to go. Lightning send it around. But apparently they were offside. All right, 11:20 to go. They added another shot? Where? NHL.com has 27-16. Lightning TV doesn't yet, but they must be doing some editing. All right, they just kicked out an Isle from the draw. Duclair wins the draw for the Isles. Cross ice pass to the far boards, dumped in. Dostu had it. He passed it behind the net, taken out, follow the puck, camera operator. Into the near quarter. D'Angelo sends it up the near boards, chipped out by another Islander. But Dostu has it in his own end. Pass to, was that Point? I think Point is back out there. Yeah. All right, we're approaching 10. Now they took a shot away. Jeez Louise. 27-15 shots on goal. Under 10.5 to go now. Into the far corner behind the net. Up the near boards for the Isles. into the near corner, sent behind the net, up the far boards, and kept in by the Isles. And taken over by the Lightning in the far corner. Long pass ahead, gets away. Scooped up by the Islanders, taken behind their own net. They're getting a line change as we are under 10 to go in the third period. All right, skated over the red line and dumped in. Into the far corner. Scramble for the puck. Still battling. Taken away by James up the far boards. Pass to the far circle. Islanders send it up the far boards. Down the length of the ice. No icing. Taken behind the net, Tampa net by the Lightning and sent out to the red line and taken over again by the Isles. They send a pass. Now dump it in. Head off for a line change. Carlisle up the near boards. Picked up by the penalty box. Up ahead. Shot from the near circle. Saved by Sorokin into the near corner. Kept in. Another shot. Glove save, Sorokin. At 8:54, and he is just having an incredible day in the net as we head to the under 10 media timeout. Kucherov at 20:03 now. If you needed that. Thanks for the question. All right, again, we will have Hurricanes Flyers in about 45 minutes. God willing, this game is over. If you weren't with us at the start, we started about 2:59 for a scheduled 2:30. I mean, you know, they wouldn't start before about 2:39, so it was 20 minutes delayed by a on-ice ceremony for Pat LaFontaine, former Islander and Sabre, and 1 year before he hung him up for the Rangers. I'm sure that had to be odd for Islanders and Sabres fans to see him in a Rangers uniform. Blake says, if it goes to the shootout, I still win my sports select. Oh, okay. Well, good luck. Okay, Hurricanes, Flyers, and then 9:05 Flames, Kings. We'll have that game as well. All right, back. Let's make sure ESPN Plus is live. Looks like it. I don't think we've had any problems today with it being behind too much. Just going with the Lightning feed over the Islanders, though, because they put the players up for the team on the power. They put the names up for the players on the power play. Okay, Isles won the draw. They're going to regroup in their own end. Under 8:45 to go now. All the way to the crease. That shot is just wide or saved. I mean, got around the Lightning defense. Good job by Johansson. Lightning have it at the blue line. Sent behind the New York net. Shot from the far circle near the slot. That was saved or blocked. Another one, I think, hit the side of the net. And it's sent ahead by the Isles as we approach 8 minutes remaining in the third. Lightning get it to the red line. Regroup in their own end. Finish up a line change. Send it ahead. Behind the net, Sorokin to the far corner. Not kept in, as you say, offsides on Lightning. Carlisle took it in after it had come out of the zone. At 7:51, yeah, this was a fantastic move. I think that was Barzal. He almost got the lead for the. He took it from the red line. He had a how's she going, and the defenseman was looking everywhere. Maybe it was Holmberg. Maybe it wasn't a defenseman. Somebody getting work done on their chin. Maybe it had been hit in the face by a puck because we didn't get a line change, or maybe on a hit. And we're gonna redo the draw just outside the New York zone, near circle or near dot. Red line dump in after the Lightning won the draw into the near corner. Puck loose, knockdown of a Lightning player, another knockdown. Bit of interference, but I don't know. Pass to the far circle. Lightning still possess the puck into the far corner. This camera operator zooms out way too much. Can't even see the numbers at times. Into the far corner. Still pinned up against the boards, though. Nobody's dug it out yet. Still up against the boards. This is a long. Now the Lightning clear, but they get it out of the O zone. They had to really hustle to pick it up in the far boards. That was Carlisle had to. Now Dostu behind the net with the puck. Into the near circle. Puck is in the near corner now. Flipped right to the near circle. Shot, I believe, was blocked again. Isles go the other way and dump it into the near corner. And we got a whistle. What the heck was the whistle for? Were the Isles offsides? 6:21. This was a good opportunity for the Lightning to take the lead, but yeah, that was blocked. I guess it was Hagel. All right. 6:21 to go. Still all square at 2-2. Face off. Lightning win the draw. Pass to Kucherov over the red line into the near boards, near circle. Lost the puck. Shot just outside the crease was blocked. Sent behind the New York net. Battle for the puck over into the far corner. Kept in at the blue line, Tampa. Long shot saved into the near circle. And taken at the red line and dumped right back in by the Lightning as both teams get a line change. All right, over the red line. Pass to Barzal in the near circle. Puck gets taken away by Tampa into the near boards, taken back by the Islanders. They send it out. Red line in front of their own net now and dumped in. No icing. Sent up the near boards by the Lightning. All right. They wait. No. Oh, somebody got tripped. No call for the Lightning. Luckily for them, I mean. Behind the New York net, into the near corner. Big hit behind the net. Another hit in the far boards. Lightning still have it after they've taken a third hit into the near corner. Barzal behind the net. He loses it. They send it into the near corner. Under 5 minutes remaining. Kept in at the blue line. Long shot or pass goes through the crease into the far boards, far corner. Taken by the Isles. And I think they iced it. Yep. Definitely icing at 4:34. You wonder if they'd take their time out here. I feel like this line has been out there a while, but that was a desperation icing there. Currently down 150 on New York Islanders. Oh, sorry to hear that. Excuse me. Pardon me. All right, face off. Won by Tampa. Kept in at the blue line. Another pass or shot wide into the far corner. Far circle shot high. into the near circle, chipped up into the far corner, behind the New York net, taken out by the Islanders, sent up down the length of the ice, and another icing. They got to figure they may have gotten a line change in there, but they got some tired people probably out there. I feel like we're due. Did we do the under 6 media timeout? Maybe we did. 4:08 to go. And there's a delay as we're waiting on the far circle draw. I'm wondering if they're trying to send somebody back out for the Islanders. Point in to take the draw for Tampa. Face off. Islanders win it. They pass it to the red line or neutral zone. Try to get a quick change. They take it over at the red line and dump it into the far corner, so they should have finished their change. Behind the net, Radish, up the near boards, not out. Sent behind the net by New York. Lightning trying to get it into the near corner. Skated out over the red line. Point lost it, though. And the Lightning dump it in from in front of the New York net. Under 3:33 to go in the third. Under 3.5 now. Behind the Tampa net, Dastu tried to get it out. Into the near circle. Sent behind the net. Kept in at the blue line. Far circle. Skated out. Near side. Shot top of the circle, wide into the far corner. Centering pass got through and cleared out by New York. Probably Mayfield cleared it. Battle for the puck in the far boards of Tampa. All right, into... let's see, where is this face-off going to happen at 2:44? I believe we got a timeout. If I say draw, sometimes I mean that means face-off. If you take a draw, that it's a face-off. It's just kind of interchangeable. I can say face-off if it's confusing. But if you're talking tie, no, there's no ties in hockey. No ties. You settle the game in 5-on-5. I'm sorry, a 5-minute 3-on-3 situation, sudden death. If no goals, they go to a best-of-3 shootout. If still tied, then it's best. It's just they go shot attempt by shot attempt. It's like an extra innings in baseball. Each team gets an opportunity. Still 31-16, shots on goal, Tampa. And 2-2 on the scoreboard. Again, finals from earlier today. Sharks rallied from down 5-1 in the third and win in overtime over the Penguins in Pittsburgh, 6-5. Devils win at home 4-1 over the Ducks. Wild win 3-2 over the Senators at home. All right, we are back on the Lightning feed. This season on the road. Okay. So we got to look at the Tampa coach. All right, the face-off just outside the Lightning defensive zone. Oh, brother, we're still waiting. Come on, man. Just drop the puck. There it is. Lightning win it and dump it. I'm sorry, Islanders win it and dump it into the far corner. 2:35 to go. Puck is up against the boards in the far corner. Nobody has dug it out yet. We've got 2 for each team just pinning the puck in the far corner. Everybody next needs a little extra breather, I guess. All right, finally loose into the near corner. Tampa sends a long pass to the red line and sent to the far corner. I don't know. Who do I think will win? Could be either team. I would think the momentum is with the Lightning after trailing 2-0. Islanders just can't seem to get any shots on goal. They had 9 in the first period. They've had 6 since. So I would think Lightning, but I'll catch up on the chat in a minute. Islanders are a good team, though. All right, Lightning keep it in. Long shot from the blue line, sent into the slot. The Isles handle the rebound. Schaefer got knocked off his skates. No call against the Lightning, and they send it into the O-zone. Near boards, near circle, pass deflected. Glove down, kept in by Radish. Behind the net. Lightning at the blue line near boards. Send it around behind the New York net. Wrap around, got away from Kucherov. Long shot is blocked. Isles trying to go the other way. Barzal heads off for a line change, and under a minute to go, Radish has it in the far circle. Pass to the far red line dump in by Tampa. Under 40 to go in the third period. Long pass ahead gets taken away, and they rule New York was offsides at 33.2. And they took a shot away from, I guess I forgot to make it 31-15. Ooh, yeah, I think the...
Which means when Radish went wide, Moser's got to cover underneath. That's really good. Say, okay, I know my partner's going over there. Pressure. That pass is going to have a problem.
I don't know, maybe Schaefer tripped on his own. I don't know. Again, I'm on the Lightning feed, though. Pass at the red line, 25 seconds to go. Pass sent through to the far circle. Big save, big rebound. Far circle, near circle shot. Puck gets frozen. I think we're going to have... Ooh. Somebody got dumped for the Lightning. I don't know if we have a penalty coming up. There's 15.5 to go. I guess Gord is all right. I thought he may have been high-sticked for a second, but I guess not. 2 shots on goal picked up there by Tampa. Somebody could not. Oh, they hit the goal post on the near side. That's why there was a big rebound. So that I expect they'll take a shot away from Tampa because they clearly hit the goal post. That was off the stick of Radish. Yeah, nobody touched it. That shouldn't count as a shot on goal. All right, still waiting on the draw. Face off. Lightning win it. In the slot, backhander saved. 10 seconds to go. Islanders dump it in. On net, steered aside into the far corner. They did take a shot away. Although I thought they picked one up again there. That's the end of the third period. They just gave them back because they picked one up. 16 shots on goal. We head to overtime. 5 minutes of 3 players versus 3 players. Plus the goalies. And it's 5 minutes sudden death. If still tied, we'll head to a shootout. Best of 3. If still tied, then it's each team gets a shot. It's like extra innings in baseball. Hopefully Tampa got this. Thanks, Echo. Echo Edits. That's a nice handle. I like it. Like I said, I thought the Lightning had built up all the momentum. Now that it's overtime, I guess momentum's out the window, Islanders are garbage at coming back. Yeah, well, they had the 2-0 lead. We're just square. But, yeah, it's been rough. I mean, they had 9 shots at the end of the first and a 2-0 lead. And they currently have 16 shots on goal. So they had 7 in the last 2 periods. No, they're not. They're not ties. Those are overtime or shootout losses. They are not ties. They're not ties. You get 1 point for an overtime or shootout loss. By the way, we were asking about, 2306 for Kucherov. So I think somebody hit their bet or whatever. No. Those are not ties, Timothy. If a guy gets a goal in a shootout, does that count? No. They list who gets the winner, but you don't get credited for the goal. I mean, they'll have a separate stat about shootout goals and shootout goal game winners, but they don't count towards individual shots. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Who will the Islanders have as their 3? I don't know. We'll see. We'll get that. Well, it looks like, according to NHL.com, it's Barzal, Druin, and Schaefer to start. All right. Face-off. Lightning have it in their own end. They actually are up to 33 shots. New York 16. Oh, got to make sure we're live. Yep. Got behind. Dang it. I'll sync my clock up shortly. Yep, we got behind on the feed because of the brief intermission. All right, Barzal has the puck ahead to Schaefer, up the near circle. Pass gets through to the far corner. Druin will not, he'll send it back into his own end. 4:10 to go in overtime. Pass. Islanders over the red line into the far side. Far circle shot. Deflected into the netting at 3:58. Thank you, man. Yeah, but again, none of these goals, unless it's in overtime. Yeah, overtime goal counts towards your individual stats, just not shootouts. I hope New York Islanders win. All right. Face off. Tampa behind their own net. Picked up. It's been a good game, though. Can't complain. 2-2. A lot of my games have been going to overtime. Into the near boards. Tampa takes it right back out. Who is out there? NHL.com. I know Hagel's out there. Obviously, they don't have 4 people out there. Hagel, Sorelli, and I'm guessing Dostu is out there. Unless they're on a line change right now. So probably no point. Score into the slot. Skated right back out. And this has been happening lately. Both teams kind of kill the clock the first 2.5, 3 minutes of overtime. Neither team wants to take a chance until there's less time on the clock. It's very odd. I don't remember overtimes going like this. Usually I thought you want to try and get out there fast and win it in the first minute, but it hasn't been the case lately. Maybe that's later in the season. All right, Dostu lost it. Barzal sent it to the far boards. Let's see if Islanders head for a change. And here we go, 2.5 to go in the 5-minute overtime. Schaefer, near boards. He's out there with Barzal. I think they did get one change. Barzal shot. Was that a glove save or did it go into the netting? I think it went into the netting. 2:14. Shots on goal, still 33-16. So I don't think either team has gotten a shot on goal in overtime yet. Nope. Not yet. All right, so Moser's out there. Point and Paul for Lightning. Holmstrom, Druin, and Schaefer still for the Isles. They win. Isles win the draw. Keep it in the O-zone. Near side. Taken behind the Tampa net. All the way back to the blue line. Now Schaefer with the puck. He skates around and takes it out of their own end, or out of the O-zone into his own end. And takes it behind the net. 150 remaining in OT. Pass over the red line. In drop pass to Schaefer. Far circle shot. Johansson wasn't sure where it was, but he held on. He made the save at 139. Wow, I think that's got to be the first shot. Did they not count that? I would think that was on net. Yeah, that should have been a shot on goal. A little surprised here. Nice drop pass by Druin. Oh, they missed the draw, but New York won it. They have it at the red line. How was that not a shot on goal? I have no idea. Really odd scorekeeping in New York today, and in general around the league. Behind the net, Tampa has the puck again. They skate it over the red line. Drop pass at the blue line. Sent behind the net. I see Radish out there. Kucherov and Sorelli. Sorelli with the puck. Near circle. Stops. Gets it out. Radish has to track it down. Under a minute to go in OT. All right, I think they finally gave the Islanders that shot. Oh my gosh, they should have scored. A pass from the near circle to the slot and just got nothing on the shot, and play continues. Sure looked like the Bolts should have won. Centering pass, and the Islanders mishandled that opportunity. Under 30 to go in OT. Back to the red line for Schaefer. And into the far circle. Down low. Back to the point at the blue line. Far circle. 10 seconds to go. Pass to Barzal in the far corner. 5 seconds to go. Near circle. 2-1. Shot high and wide. We are at the end of the overtime. And we're heading to a shootout. All right, Tampa Bay equals visitors in case, and New York equals home for the shootout. 34-17 shots on goal, tied at 2 apiece, heading to a shootout. They should pop, be in here. All right, close that. Close that. We'll keep that open. Sorry, I'll have to catch up on the chat later, but thank you all for the chat. You think MS will have a shot on goal? Wait, who's MS? Schaefer? Okay, yeah, we're headed to a shootout. You play 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, sudden death. Nobody scores. You head to a best-of-3 shootout, meaning 3 skaters, one at a time, like a breakaway. They pick up the puck at the red line. It's like a penalty shot. If we're still tied after those 3, then it's like a best-of-1 from there on out. Each team gets a shot. So it's not sudden death because each team gets a shot. But this is a shootout. Yeah, no, I know. They NHL.com is slow on those shots. 5 bans on Tampa. Oof. 10,000. That seems like a lot. All right, first shot. Taken into the near circle. Shot. Save. Wait, oh. Sorokin was looking behind him. He didn't see it, and he made the save. That was who was the shot? 59, Gunsel for Tampa from the near circle. Sorokin checked behind. All right, it'll be Barzal for the Islanders. He has the puck over the blue line, far circle to the slot, shot and a goal. 1-0 Islanders. All right, now it's Tampa's turn. Braden Point. All right, he's going right to left. Picks it up over the blue line, right up the middle. Shot, a goal. He ties it. Just right up the gut, sent a blast and beat him. Hyde. Sorokin beaten glove side. I don't know how many times I rang the bell there, or the buzzer. All right, now it'll be number 10 for the Islanders. Into the slot, went back. He tried to go backhand to forehand, and a save made by Johansson. Good moves in the crease, but Holmstrom gets stuffed. Third shot, we got Kucherov going for the Lightning. Takes it over the blue line to the far circle, into the slot. Shot, saved by Sorokin. And the Islanders can win it with a goal here. Kucherov unable to save it. Kucherov unable to bury it and give him the lead. Heineman up for the Islanders, number 51. A goal wins it, otherwise we keep going. Picked up over the blue line, near circles, shot, a goal. The Isles win. Buried it on a rocket under the bar. And the Isles take the 3-2 lead in a shootout. At home. Great game. But the Islanders prevail. So Heineman saves the day for the Islanders. Great game. So Lightning 2, New York Islanders. Yeah, he beat Johansson blocker side. Just ripped it under the bar. That thing rocketed off the back of the net and out afterwards. All right. Let me take down... Well, I can leave that up. Let me quickly catch up on the chat. We will be starting the next stream in 14 minutes, so tight turnaround. This game started late. Johansson? If I've been saying Johansson, I'm sorry. That makes sense. Finally. 3. Let's go. Tampa wins. Johansson. Okay, if I was saying Johansson, sorry. At least I wasn't saying Johansson. We need Heineman. Yes, let's go. Isles win. Where's my money? Yeah, sorry. I know. I don't mean to mispronounce Johansson. There you go. Congrats. Wait. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'd have to take a look. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I remember you, LeBron. Thank you. I appreciate the kindness and the kind words. All right, I think that's going to do it. I thank you all for watching. Please hit like if you liked the live stream. Consider hitting subscribe on the channel as well. Because doing one or both does help with getting the channel to be recommended to other potential viewers, which will also help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. So Schaefer's 9th, Richie's 4th for the Islanders, Radish 7th. Each team had a power play goal, and Moser's 2nd. Shootout was 2-1. Barzal, point, and the game-winning shootout goal was Emil Heinemann. Again, these goals don't count towards the individual stats. But that's going to do it. I'm going to do a quick reset and be back with the Hurricanes Flyers in like 12 minutes. Until then, take care. Hope to see you soon for hockey, NFL, or men's or women's college basketball. More NHL to come tonight. 6:05 and 9:05 Flames at Kings as well. Hope to see you soon. See you in the next live stream. Thank you all for watching. Sinbin Stream signing out for now, and bye-bye for now.